Time for live at the NABC. Heidi's running across right in front of me. That is our guest today, Heidi. She ran out here before I could say anything, and she sat down in the red chair. He has, maybe you can see today it's a little bit cloudy. What would you say it is? Probably upper 30s, maybe lower 40s for temperature. You guys, I got some good news for you. We do not have to fight the wind today. It's pretty decent, don't you think?
Yes, I think so.
Yes, she thinks so. Just want to remind you of a couple things. I'm going to sit down here and go over them as we look up at you guys so you can see the top of my head that's thinning. Remember, we got two contests going on right now. Do you remember what they are?
No, would you please remind me, Scott?
Oh, one of them is guess the denning dates. What is that?
Well, I think you get to submit your guess for when you think the Bears are going to go into hibernation.
How many days do we have to be in hibernation before the winter is announced?
7 days, which is also 1 week.
Oh, did you hear that? 7 days or 1 week? And we also got one on guess the weights of?
Not the staff, but the Bears.
Oh, that's a good thing. We don't want to guess the weight of the staff, would we? Okay, so we're going to be guessing the weight of Ted, Honey, Lucky, Holly, and?
Those are the Bears, so that's it. No one else.
Honey, she forgot. Oh. She forgot my bear. I just can't believe it. And, we had some kind of neat stuff going on this week. I think this weekend, Cindy was here. That is the former, or is the owner of the two bears, is she?
Yes, she is the owner of Ted and Honey.
It's really kind of neat to watch her interact with those two bears. You can tell that they just love her, and she just loves those bears. So we just want to say thanks to her for letting us have Ted and Honey. Right?
They're fun to take care of.
Yes, they are. They're fun. We also want to let you know that in order to get on that contest, you go to the Bear Chat Picture Place. There'll be one single winner for each category, and that'll be a, she don't know, a cozy cup. It's a cozy cup.
Also mention that Bear Chat Picture Place is on the Facebook. It's not just a website. You have to get on Facebook and log in.
And I think they can also go and get a hold of the pond chat moderators and get on that way too, right?
Heck yeah, the people in blue. All they need to do is submit guesses to them.
It's kind of fun having having Heidi out here today. Heidi's been with the Bear Center for quite a few years, and I'm going to go over a few questions with her. But one more thing I've got to bring up, and I want to bring up, is we still have two positions open. Actually, one of them has 3 openings, and it is a Bear Educator Student Internship. We've got 3 spots open for that. If there's anybody out there that would like to apply for that job, that'd be great. We also have a professional grant writer position open. So we're looking out there for any help we can get to help dig in and make this place successful. So now on to Heidi.
Yay!
Now Heidi comes with many talents. One of her talents is being, I'm sure all you know out there, Mom 1. What is Mom 1?
That's what I've been named for working with Holly. Okay. She's a little bear that's new this year, and I got that position from going up and spending time with her this spring when she first arrived, when she first came out of hibernation. She arrived in winter, of course, but I didn't meet her until springtime, and when it was a little bit of a lull in the office, I'd go up and just sit right outside the gate and talk to her and give her food, because everybody loves food, and some people, our bears, like to be talked to. So that's just what happened, and we established a bond that way.
You know, it's really neat to watch that interaction that you have with the bears. I mean, and Holly really interacts with Heidi. It's amazing how she can call her with that nice high singing voice that she's got, and at times Holly will come running. She knows it's you, and that is just neat to see. Now, how long did it take you to establish that?
I don't know, I guess. I didn't really pay attention to the length of time that it took to establish that. All I know is it was, you see a baby and you want to go and take care of babies and talk to them and help them feel safe, and that was the goal here, is to helping her feel safe in this, her forever home, and that's just what happened. I'm pretty lucky.
You know, I just got to ask Heidi this question. It comes to mind is she's got a very nice family. She's got 2 kids and a husband. How do they feel about you being Mom 1 to a bear?
They think it's pretty cool. The kids, they really get a kick out of it. They like to come and visit, and they know that I am mom one to Holly, and they understand that there's a relationship there. And the husband, he just tolerates most things that I do. He's good like that.
It's pretty good. And I guess how many years have you been here now? When was do you remember about how long ago you started?
Yeah, it was so long ago. No, it was no, it was March of 2011 when I got hired, because I got hired right before they started doing the fiscal year inventory, which is part of my job here, along with the rest of the staff, in March.
So you can all see out there that she's been here a while. It's kind of funny that weather I was telling you about that seemed to be pretty decent. It's now sleeting or something. We're not quite sure what it is, but it's doing something that's going to ruin my hair. And I really, I put a lot of mousse in today, so it stayed put when I was out here. Is that good?
Yeah, that's good.
Or maybe I should call it bear. I suppose mousse ain't right to be calling something like that here. Huh?
You put whatever you got to put in your hair, man. I don't really know what to say to that.
So in all the years that you've been here, which has been quite a few years, and you've seen a lot of different things go on, what was the most memorable moment that you've had so far with the Bears?
Bears. Oh, well, I like the little. You put that little definition there. Obviously, the relationship that I have with Holly is pretty cool. I think watching people, being able to bring people up back and introduce them though to Ted and letting them get to see that reaction that people have to the Bears, I think is the most interesting thing for me to watch. To watch the fear go away. I don't know how else to describe it better than that though. But once you meet them in person and you get to know their characters and see them face to face, they're less intimidating, I guess is a good word to use, and that's neat to see.
I guess I still feel some of that intimidation, and it's probably going to take a while before I don't feel that way, correct? It's just amazing to watch, again, the interaction of the Bears with the staff. They do such a great job with them here. The care that goes on. I know we've got some Bear news just to talk about. We're going to ask Heidi to kind of talk about each Bear and let them know. We'll let you guys know kind of where they're at right now and give you an idea. It's kind of what's going on with them. Can you do that?
Well, I'll try. I'll try my best.
Let's talk about Lucky first.
Well, Lucky is very, very sleepy, as I'm sure the cam watchers are seeing. He didn't come out at all yesterday. However, we've been nosing around up and back today, so he did pop his head out, and I do believe he did come out of his den today. But he is definitely slowing down this time of year.
So the clock hasn't started ticking yet. You're not going to get any secrets from us, right?
No, not without lots of money. I don't know.
Now, how is Honey doing, would you say?
Honey is doing her thing. She's still waiting for us to bring her breakfast on her silver platter, and still expecting that royal treatment that she definitely deserves and gets every day. So she is still our honey bear, and
I always give her a little bit more food. Nobody really knows that, but I just thought I'd tell everybody out there I sneak stuff to her every now and then.
see that.
But she hasn't really seemed like she's slowed down too much. I've noticed a little bit more sleeping and stuff like that, but not to the point to where she looks so it don't look as obvious as compared to the others.
Right. No, you are correct.
And then we're going to talk about Honey.
We just talked about Honey.
I'm sorry, Holly. We're going to talk about Holly. and for all you people out on the East Coast, Holly is going to kind of get us going here, doesn't she, with her energy right now?
She does have lots of energy. A little bit harder to rouse in the morning, but she is still coming out for breakfast, and she's coming out a little bit dirty, so she's up to some activity, I think, out in the enclosure here, and I'm sure we'll hear more about that in the coming days.
Yeah, you could be hearing something about that very soon. The one bear that I think everybody's probably a little bit concerned about seems to be an all-around favorite bear is Ted Bear. Ted is a sweetheart. He sucks you in. I think everybody out there knows how much Ted sucks you in. He was one of the first to just suck me in until I seen Honey's eyes. But Ted has had some things going on with him lately. As you get a little older, sometimes you do have things going on with yourself. I know that. Because I'm old enough to know. But anyway, just recently Ted's had a little bit of a abscess on his muzzle as we're facing to be the left-hand side, correct? our right as we're facing them, left as it's his.
Yeah.
But it goes through kind of areas where it's getting better. It does ooze out a little bit. We won't talk about what it looks like, but how's he seem to be doing?
He is a handsome bear, and he is a good bear, and we've got some top-notch veterinary staff that come out and guide us and let us know which direction to go with him, and they've got us giving him some antibiotics, and he's responding real well to them. I think he's going to be just fine.
Yeah, and I think he's responding great to him too. I mean, he is right now. He doesn't lost no appetite. He does definitely seem like he's slower, wouldn't you say?
Well, it's that, yeah, but it's that time of year where everybody's getting a little bit slower, you know.
I think as you can all see, with Heidi and that, the care that they take with the bears and how concerned they are about each bear. I mean, if you talk about the staff, and I look at you guys as just being a new person on the block, I can't believe it. You guys take very good care of the bears, and we really strive to watch them, and we want to always know what's going on with them. And I'd say that even this time of year, we're out there just a ton of times. If one ain't out there, another one is. Just noticing things, looking around. I know that right now we've got some construction going on out there again with Glenn, working on some updates in some of the pens, correct?
Well, and that's more for the people, doing some ramps to make sure that we can go in and out of the enclosures safely without, see these big old rubber boots I'm wearing right here, they tend to slide a little bit when you're on the plywood, and I've landed on my knees a couple times, and it's better to not land on your knees or your back end when you're in the bear enclosure, so we're taking care of that so it doesn't happen anymore.
Yeah, if I did that, I'd probably have a little tough time getting up there for a minute. But again, that's something I can't help. But anyway, we just wanted to thank Heidi for coming out here. I know Heidi's an integral part of this Bear Center. North American Bear Center counts on her each and every day. Yeah, she's also the business manager, and she does a heck of a lot of stuff here that you would not believe. I mean, she really does some good things, and we thank you for being here. Thank you for coming on.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody.
And we also want to let you know that we've got a big day coming here.
Huge day.
It's a what?
A huge day.
It's a huge day. And that is when?
November 13th.
November 13th is Gift to the Max Day. I'm sure everybody's getting their emails, Facebook stuff, everything you can. We need to have that a big day. Please help us out. I know that myself and Judy and some other staff are going to be here 24 hours. We're going to be watching, and we're going to be letting you know what's going on hour by hour, or I should say whenever we're prodded to.
Yeah.
It could be more often as we get good news and we keep that barometer or thermometer climbing.
Right.
And that is, remember, for the Bears, and it's for just a great cause. So we ask all you out there to please support us. The other thing that I just want to let you know is this will be our last broadcast of the NABC Live. It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing because we've got a lot of stuff going on right now. Construction of the ecology wing. There's just so many things we've got to get done, but I'm going to be on sporadically with a guest, again, as needed or as prodded, to visit with all you guys out there and let you know what's going on here. And if we get exciting things, we'll be sitting out here. It don't matter the weather, right?
Absolutely.
As long as you don't have to be out here. But again, we want to thank all of you for the time you've given me this month. And, I've kind of bounced back and forth with continuing to do it through the month of November, but we just got to get moving with some things while the business is held back. And the weather permits us to be able to do some of it on the outside and yet some of the stuff on the inside. So again, we want to thank all of you for being part of Live at the NABC. And Heidi, thank you so much for coming.
Hey, thanks for letting me come sit in the red chair.
And you guys have a great day out there. Bye now.